So ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung about sa mga challenges and drawbacks para at the end of this course, you will have a better expectation and understanding if being a virtual assistant is the right fit for you. Again, kagaya ng sinasabi ko, virtual assistant is open for everybody, but it's not for everyone. And the reason is, pag-usapan natin kung bakit ang pagiging virtual assistant is not for everyone. So, to be able for you to know kung ang pagiging virtual assistant is the right fit for you, let me give you some information, some insights, or probably I would say like some common question that you should be asking to yourself kung ang pagiging virtual assistant ba ay para sa iyo. So, ano-ano ba yung mga key questions or things na dapat niyo malaman about virtual assistant or being a virtual assistant? So, some of the key questions to determine if virtual assistant is the right fit for you is number one is, are you able to thrive in a flexible environment? So, when I say flexible environment, it means that if you are used to working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. work hours and from commuting to, commuting from home to work and work to home, being a virtual assistant, you will be just working inside your room or whatever you set up your office. I would say it home office. So you will not have any commute, but you will be working at your own pace and at your own time. But again, it's kind of boring. So if you are used to working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., you will most likely, or there's a 90% chance that you will be working graveyard shift. So are you able to work at graveyard shift? So there are some factors to consider when working at graveyard shift, like your health. If you have some conditions na hindi ka allowed na mag-work night shift. So you might think that, oh, probably I shouldn't be getting clients from US, from UK. So you have to do your research. So you need to be flexible in adjusting your plan and your strategy to becoming a virtual assistant. Kasi kung hindi ka naman allowed magpuyat, so you should be looking at clients from, let's say, Australia, kasi almost similar yung time nila sa atin, or Hong Kong or Singapore. So, but again, within Asia, hindi ganun kalaki yung mga binabayad nila. But at least, you will be still working from home and you are not going to commute. So, you are cutting off some wasted time for the commute. And again, regardless kung saan ka mag-work, when I say you have to be able to thrive in flexibility. So, again, sa time, sa location, sa new setup, are you able to adjust with your new setup? So, there's a lot of things to consider. So, that's one thing or just one of the things that you should be asking yourself if a virtual assistant is the right path for you. Second question to ask yourself is, are you motivated enough? Kasi if you are a virtual assistant, that means you are very motivated. Without motivation, I don't think you will succeed as a virtual assistant. And the reason is, becoming a virtual assistant, you will be just working alone. Like me, as you can see, I'm alone here. I have my computer set up at my back, but I am working alone. I have nobody to talk to. I have nobody to, socialize. So there's no physical socialization, and you will be probably just communicating with your colleagues through digital communication, whatever tools you are using for your clients are using for communication, like Slack or Teams or Skype or WhatsApp, whatever they prefer. So if you are not motivated, there will be some struggle as a virtual assistant. And if you don't have motivation, if you are not motivated, self-motivated enough, you will end up frustrated because unang-una, again, if you are lacking communication knowledge sa English, you will sometimes feel, you will hold back on communicating with your clients, asking questions to your clients. So if you are not motivated, you will be frustrated because, again, wala kang support masyado. You have to motivate yourself or push yourself to get the information that you need to be able to do your job as a virtual assistant. So if you are not motivated enough and courageous enough to do the virtual assistant job, so you might think of maybe it's not the right fit for you. So that's the second question that you should be asking yourself. The third question that you should be asking yourself is, can you handle uncertainties? Because as you know, although maraming benefits, maraming flexibilities ang ino-offer ng pagiging virtual assistant, there is also some uncertainties. Like you will not be able to get clients for 3 months, depend on what effort you are doing for your marketing to sell yourself. So there will be some time gap to get your first client. And sometimes even if you are able to get your first client, the earnings or the pay might not be enough for your day-to-day expenses, especially if you're a family person. So are you able to handle uncertainties? Sometimes most of the, or not most, but majority of the people that I work with as a virtual assistant and I've seen, because virtual assistant is not just for Filipinos. Virtual assistant is all over the world. So may mga virtual assistant sa Thailand, sa Indonesia, sa India, even sa kanila sa US, may mga virtual assistant din. So the competition is big. So there are times na makakakuha ka ng clients, na premium clients, May mga times na makakakuha ka ng premium clients, may mga time naman na low-paying clients, or may mga contractual clients lang, and after na matapos mo na yung project, especially if nakuha mong project is project-based, so after nun, wala ka ng client, so wala ka ng source of income. So yun yung isa sa mga uncertainties. And then again, we are working for them as a contractor, as independent freelancer. So that means anytime, especially in the US, kasi ang contract nila is at will. So ibig sabihin, anytime they can fire you, they can terminate you, they can end the contract without further notice or without any reason or valid reason. If they said like, hey, you are terminated, blah, 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 this is the reason, and then that's it. So wala kang expect na any separation pay or whatever other benefits that they have to pay for you because you are a freelancer. So that's another thing that you should be asking yourself. Are you able to handle uncertainties? So fourth question that you should be asking yourself is, are you financially ready to become a virtual assistant? When I say, are you financially ready, or am I financially ready to switch to a virtual assistant career? Kasi kapag mag-switch ka sa virtual assistant, maaring nag-resign ka na, or may mga bagay ka na give up para makafocus ka sa paghanap ng clients, sa pag-create ng mga portfolio mo, or different strategies para makakuha ka ng maraming clients, or ng at least your first client. Pero are you financially stable to fund the whatever gap that you will not be earning for your projects, or when you are transitioning from your current job or your business to a virtual assistant? Kasi again, ang pagiging virtual assistant ay very uncertain. There will be time that you will have lots of project. There will be times na wala kang project. There will be times na nasa bare minimum ka lang pero you're still just doing fine. So if you are not financially stable at first, hindi ko na sinabing forever, pero at first you have to at least have some savings to fund for whatever emergencies you will be needing. So if you are not prepared for that, you have to be checking first, like switching to virtual assistant is the right path for me. Another question to ask yourself is, are you passionate about the work that you do? So for the niche, or the niche that you're gonna provide as your services, you have to ask yourself, ito bang mga services na ito are the things that I really enjoy providing to clients? Kapag ginawa ko to repeatedly in a day-to-day basis, I will not be bored. I will not get bored. I will not get frustrated. Kasi here's another thing, that's why I told you to evaluate. One of the reasons why I initially stated all the reasons or common reasons why people are switching to a virtual assistant job is because they wanted to get rid or escape from their current employment situation na hindi nila kasundo yung boss nila, or hindi nila kasundo yung colleague nila, hindi sila nag-grow as individual, hindi nag-grow yung career nila as individual or as their profession. Pero kasi pag ikaw naman ay virtual assistant, you have to be really passionate about what you are doing. Kasi again, it's gonna be repeated tasks for you. You need to be innovative to, enhance your services, and then you have to keep up with the market. Kailangan mo laging on the look kung ano yung mga ino-offer ng other competitors mo, and then paano mo pa provide ng mas magandang services. So kung passionate ka about what you are doing, you become innovative, you become more artistic, or may joy ka sa ginagawa mo. Pero kung hindi ka naman passionate at nakikigaya ka lang sa iba, eventually kapag marami mong kinahandle na clients, mag-burn out ka, mag-frustrate ka until you give up. And then kapag nag-give up ka, kasi nag-give up mo na yung unang career mo or yung job mo, so you will start from the scratch again na mag-decide na, babalik na lang ako sa corporate office sa BGC or sa Makati or sa Quezon City. But again, the time that has passed is totally different na. So maaaring na naging accustomed ka na dun sa mga technology na ginagamit mo, and pag bumalik ka doon sa corporate world, sa corporate office na pinapasukan mo dati, ibang-iba. So may mga emotional effect din yan, not only for you, ganun din sa family mo. May mga, baka kapag matagal ka na naging virtual assistant, let's say 2-3 years, and then you're earning good enough, and then nag-iba yung lifestyle ng family ninyo. Kapag mag-switch ko ulit and back to corporate world, maaaring may iba ulit yung financial stability ninyo, and then yung lifestyle ninyo. So, maraming mga consequences. Kaya, kung hindi ka passionate about sa mga services, sa niche na i-offer mo, that's something that you should ask yourself kung gusto mo mag-switch into a virtual assistant. Kasi again, may mga drawbacks, may mga challenges ang pagiging virtual assistant. And you have to be passionate about what you are doing, and that you're looking forward for a better salary, better opportunity, and, better way of living. So another question that you should be asking yourself kung gusto mo mag-switch into virtual assistant is, do you enjoy communication and working a variety of projects? Kasi pag virtual assistant, ibig sabihin freelancer ka, independent contractor, and you have the autonomy and the ability to handle different projects and clients for increased earnings. Again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, yun yung some of the reasons kung bakit tayo nag-switch into a virtual assistant. Pero kung hindi mo enjoy or hindi ka nag-enjoy kapag marami mong ginagawa, nagmo-multitask ka, that's something that you should consider before switching to virtual assistant career. Kasi virtual assistant means you have to juggle multiple tasks, multiple jobs for increased earning. Pero kung lucky you if you will have a premium client, which means na kapag premium clients ang kaya niyang bayaran yung instead of having 3 clients, but if that client is able to pay you enough, kung ano yung ma-earn mo dun sa handling 3 clients. May mga ganun kasi katulad ko, ginive up ko yung iba kong clients before kasi I was handling several clients. Before I established my Virtualera, I was handling 10, I think 10 clients, but yung premium clients ko, na-burnout kasi ako. So, I talked to my clients and then I asked them if they wanted to keep me, if they are able to pay this much. I was able to negotiate, so I let go ng iba kong client and then I keep them as a premium client. So, only few clients na lang yung kinikip ko. Kung hindi mo enjoy yung variety of projects, mababurnout ka, madidemotivate ka, masasacrifice yung health, especially kasi initially, exciting siya kasi ito palang sinasabi ko sa inyo. Itong lahat ng matututunan ninyo dito sa course ko and lahat ng mga pinagsasabi ko dito is reality to ng pagiging virtual assistant na hindi ninyo maririnig or matututunan dun sa mga social media like YouTube ng mga success story ng virtual assistant. Of course, they will not say that kasi yung realidad ng tao. Kaya hindi nila nasabi yun is kasi yung transition nila from their corporate work to virtual assistant are smooth. Pero again, yung story and experience ni A ay maaaring hindi rin maging experience ni B. Kaya again, the goal of this course is to give you enough information for you to decide at the end of this course if virtual assistant is the right path for you. And then again, to help you equip and help you strategize your approach to becoming successful virtual assistant. Kasi ang pagiging virtual assistant means more income if you are able to handle a variety of tasks, a variety of projects, variety of clients, unless you found a premium clients who are willing to pay more than enough na talagang ikikip ka nila. But that rarely happen. That's depend on, again, I would say, depends on your faith, depends on how hard worker you are, and depends on your integrity and loyalty. So there's a lot of things to consider before deciding to switching to virtual assistant. So again, ang pagiging virtual assistant it offers a lot of opportunity, variety of, knowledge and diverse of opportunities and, you can grow your career here internationally as well. Kung talagang ganun ka ka-dedicated. Pero again, may mga kaakibat na drawbacks and challenges. That's why yung mga sinabi ko initially, yung mga questions na dapat niyong tinatanong sa sarili ninyo and then kung bakit kayo nagsiswitch from your current situation to virtual assistant. Kailangan ninyong maging clear sa mga ganon. And then you don't have to worry too much. You don't have to be in a hurry to becoming a virtual assistant. Kasi ako ganon din ang ginawa ko before. And may mga nagawa ako in the past na I wish na alam ko yung ganong information. Kaya ngayon, itong course na ito is maybe will help you to understand the reality of becoming virtual assistant para naman hindi ninyo magawa yung mga mistake na nagawa ko before. Kumbaga, I really wanted to help you to succeed, but at the same time, I don't want to draw you sa mga unrealistic expectation about sa reality ng pagiging virtual assistant. So again, take your time, ask yourself, what are your motivation, what are your reasons, bakit kayo nagsiswitch to become a virtual assistant, and then ask nyo yung sarili nyo dun sa mga minention ko na question para meron kayong clarity, para alam niyo na you're heading to the right direction. Hindi yung nakikigaya lang kayo kasi meron kayong napanood sa YouTube na si Elsa ay may success story of becoming a virtual assistant. And again, guys, ang pagiging virtual assistant is my kaakibat na challenges. But if you become successful, it is very rewarding. Bakit? Kasi again, my sister, I was able to help her to become a virtual assistant. Now, nag-provide na siya ng mga course and then nagtumutulong na rin siya sa ibang newbie na virtual assistant, mga CPA, mga bookkeepers, mga gusto lang na natuto ng bookkeeping to provide as their niche or as part of their services as virtual assistant. And then may mga natulungan naman ako na ayaw nilang maging this big virtual assistant thing. Gusto lang nila na mag-switch from their current job na walang binibigay na flexibility. Kaya nag-switch sila into virtual assistant para meron silang work-life balance. So again, depends on your purpose, depends on your reason kung bakit kayo nag-switch to virtual assistant. It's very important na you have your clarity first before kayo mag-jump in, mag-resign, or mag-switch into virtual assistant. Gather information, know the reality of becoming a virtual assistant, and then yung mga challenges, yung mga questions na sinabi ko sa inyo, have answered. List down all those questions and then answer nyo kung as part of the exercises kung talagang sa tingin nyo is mag-work ito. And then kung hindi naman sa tingin nyo medyo alanganin yung situation nyo ngayon, and then pero gusto nyo talaga maging virtual assistant, then let's go to the next video. Pag-aralan natin kung ano yung mga next step ninyo, next strategy natin para maging successful virtual assistant tayo. Kasi again, if there's a will, sabi nga nila, there's a way. Okay, so if there's a will, there's a way. So now, let's move to our next video on our first lesson and see you there. Bye!